Second part of our lecture on veterinary entomology. This time we are going to discuss about acarology. Acarology is a branch of science that is concerned with the study of mites and ticks. And mites compose a group of organisms that are a part of a larger group of arthropods known as the arachnida. Also included in the class Arachnida are the scorpions and the spiders. Belong to the phylum Arthropoda, class Arachnida, subclass Acaria, which is synonymous with Acarina, superorder Parasitiformes, and the order Ixodida, which is also known as the Metastigmata. For the ticks, we have two families of veterinary importance. We have the hard ticks, or the Ixodidae, and the soft ticks, or the Argacidae. For mites, they belong to the phylum Arthropoda, class Arachnida, subclass Acaria or Acarina, and we have two major superorders of mites. We have the Acariformes and the Parasitiformes. For the Acariformes, this includes the orders Trombidiformes and the Sarcoptiformes. And for the Parasitiformes, this includes the Mesostigmatid mites under the order Mesostigmata. Stigmata is the group representing the ticks. So the ticks are composed of the hard ticks of the Ixodidae, so that is a family, and the soft ticks of the family Argacidae. And all the representatives in this group are parasitic in some part of the life cycle. Ticks also belong to the superorder Parasitiformes, which is a specialized group within the subclass Acari, including the mites and the ticks. The mesostigmata contains the chigger mites. These are also known as the trombiculids. And the two fall mites. This includes the genus Dermanisus and the Ornithonisus. This group also contains many free-living species. The prostigmata contains the follicular mites, specifically the genus Demodex, and the hair or the several hair-clasping mites, specifically the genus Chelicerata. The astigmata contains many parasitic forms, so this includes the burrowing mites. Under this, we have the Notoedres and the Sarcoptes, and the ear mite or the Otodectes. For the general characteristics of the ticks and the mites. So the ticks and the mites are characterized as adults by having four pairs of legs. The four pairs of legs are also characteristic of the nymph of the ticks and the mites. They are also characterized by a fused anterior and posterior bodies, so that is also known as the idiosoma, and they also lack segmentation. The ticks and the mites are characterized by having two body segments. The first segment are also known as the natosoma. Natosoma comes from the Greek word natos, meaning jaw, and soma, meaning body. This is the part of the body of the Acari comprising the mouth and the feeding parts. This is also known as the capitulum. So the parts of the natosoma includes the hypostome, the chelicerae, and the pedipalps. The diagram shows the two body segments of the mites and the ticks. This includes the natosoma, which is the anterior one, and the other part is the idiosoma. And the other body parts include the eyes, which may be present or absent. Another one is the scutum and the festunes. In the case of the mites and the ticks, the segmentation of the opistosoma or the abdomen and the distinction between the prosoma or the cephalothorax and the abdomen or the opistosoma has also been completely lost. This diagram shows the internal and the external features of a representative arachnid, which is the mite, showing the major body parts, particularly the natosoma or the capitulum and the idiosoma. So the larger body segment is the idiosoma, and it, as you can see, it bears the legs, it bears the genital and the anal openings, and the assortment of tactile and sensory structures. We also have a larger um, inset or a larger photo of our natosoma. The natosoma or the capitulum of the mite, now showing the important parts of the natosoma, including the hypostome, the pedipulp, the paired pedipulp, and the chelicera. The diagram shows the natosoma and the idiosoma of the Ixodes ricinus, a tick with the legs omitted. So the one on the left for the letter A is the dorsal view, the one on the right is the ventral view. So as you can see, we have the major parts of the natosoma, the hypostome, the pedipalps, which are paired, and the chelicerae, which are also paired. And under that, we have the capitulum or the basis capitulum. So for the dorsal view of the idiosoma, we can see the presence of the scutum, and we also have here the opistosoma. For the ventral view, we can see here the presence of the genital aperture, the genital groove, the anus, as well as the anal groove. The diagram shows an example of the male exotic tick. So this is a dorsal view showing the anterior part. We have the basis capituli. From the anterior part, we have the leg 1, the leg 2, the leg 3, and the leg 4. For the parts of the legs, we have the femur, the tibia, the pretarsus, the tarsus, the pads, and the claws. The ticks and the mites have an important structure known as the stigmata. These are also known as spiracles. These are the respiratory openings wherein the ticks and the mites would be able to breathe. So the position of the opening of the major lateral trunks of the tracheal system is used to distinguish the different groups of ticks and mites. So these are important in classifying them within the subclass Acari. So this classification includes the mesostigmata, the prostigmata, and the metastigmata. In the case of the metastigmata or the ticks, the opening of the tracheal system is through a stigmata that is found behind the fourth pair of the legs. In the case of the mesostigmata, the stigmatal opening is between the third and the fourth pair of the legs. This diagram shows the general morphology of Dermacentorus tenae, a tick. So the one on the left is a dorsal view, the one on the right is a ventral view. So in this diagram, you can see at the ventral side the presence of the stigmata or the spiracles, and this is located behind the base of the fourth leg. So normally, for the ticks, they are classified as metastigmata, generally because the stigmata are located on the fourth leg. This is a diagram of a mite showing the location of the stigmata. So the stigmata or the stigma are located between the third and the fourth pairs of the legs. Since because of this location, this mite is classified as a mesostigmatid mite. Ticks are blood-sucking ectoparasites of worldwide veterinary significance. Although some are found in dry habitats, ticks are particularly important in warmer, wetter regions where they can be a serious constraint on agricultural production if not adequately controlled. In terms of the body structure, so ticks have no obvious body segmentation, and the adult females engorged with blood resemble beans with projecting legs and mouth parts as shown in the diagram. They also vary in size according to species, life cycle phase, and stage of engorgement, but unfed adult females are typically some 0.5 centimeter in